Vambora esse aqui, esse vídeo tá em inglês. Streamer de IRL, né? De coisas no mundo real, é ameaçado de pagar 99 anos de prisão.
This walking burden to society has just gotten into more trouble with the Israeli police, and it hasn't even been 72 hours since the last video I dropped on him. So since then, he's allegedly had an official threaten him with 99 years in prison. He's been taken in for questioning by the police again, and also threatened to sue me on Twitter and use my YouTube ad revenue on escorts and blow. So good for him. I'm sure a judge will really take that seriously. But yeah, today we're talking about Johnny Somali, who's become a laughingstock here on the internet, but it seems like he hasn't even realized that people are actually laughing at how pathetic he is and not with him, as his entire stream chat is just actively trying to get him hurt or arrested, and every time something happens, they think it's the funniest thing ever. Johnny has somewhat become infamous because of harassing the public in Japan, and he was also arrested twice there and held in jail for about 90 days. And I guess when he was finally released from Japanese...
Eu sabia que já tinha visto a cara dele já. Foi aquele vídeo que a gente viu do Baka Gaijin, né? Falando do maluco lá do Japão, que foi lá pro Japão, ficar fazendo merda lá e tal. Pode crer, mano. Pode que eu sabia que já não era... Era familiar, tá? Entendi. Ele ataca novamente. Beleza.
Jail, his bright idea was to go to Israel and start testing the limits there, as it seems like this dude will literally do anything for just a drop of attention, including committing crimes, harassing police officers, all for live stream content. In my recent video, we covered how he absolutely denied that, but unfortunately for him, he's live streaming everything.
Do I look like someone who's a harass anybody? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm from America. Don't touch me. I'm from America. Don't touch me. I'll slap that. I'll grab it too. Donald Trump told me grab it by the... I'll grab that too.
The dude is basically as dishonest as it comes, and he was proudly trying to falsely copyright strike myself, Decoy Voice, and Oompaville, so I posted that on Twitter. He then replied, "You're gonna get effed by my Jewish lawyers very soon for defamation, libel, and slander. You will have to crowdfund legal fees just like last time. Cease and desist will be delivered. It's going to feel so good spending your YouTube ad revenue on blow and escorts." So to that I replied, "You're pathetic." Because let's be real here, nobody damages his image more than himself. But speaking of lawsuits, damage, and injuries, when you're seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions. And that's where today's sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, comes in. Morgan & Morgan, they do not settle for lowball offers. Just in the past couple of months, Morgan & Morgan have seen verdicts of $12 million in Florida, which was 34 times the highest insurance offer, $26 million in Philadelphia, which was 40 times the highest insurance offer, and $6.8 million in New York, which was 25 times the highest insurance offer. And the fee is absolutely free unless you win. And did you know you can start your claim with America's largest injury law firm in just one single click? It's so easy. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan at forthepeople.com/Atozi, which is at the top of the description down below. But without further ado, let's continue the video. Not too long after my interactions with Johnny on Twitter, I noticed I got this comment on my recent video. "I'm in the same hotel as him. They are removing him from the country. Woke me up this morning, the same cops." The cops he was mentioning were the cops from the last video that showed up to his hotel to check on him, as allegedly they heard Johnny claim to be injured from the hotel staff. This might have something to do with a series of events that happened on his stream the previous night, because after he got carried away, he was interrogated for 30 minutes. This is where all of Twitter was claiming he'd been arrested. Apparently, he was only detained and questioned. So I do need to correct that he was only detained here, but after being detained, he said this to the police.
You're gay. You're holy shit, man. Not you? No. I'm not scared of the police. You think I'm scared of these motherfuckers?
Okay.
Now, you. You. It's you. I joked to them. I asked them, I mean, you gotta let him go. You're gonna get a little.
And he said all that after the police allegedly threatened him with this.
You know what the cop threatened me? What? He said, 99 years, we'll make sure you don't come back to Israel. I said, I'm Ethiopian. I'm Jewish. You can't come back to Israel. Oh, I have 3,000 viewers. Yo, shout out my gang. Pirate gang in the chat, W sub up.
It's insane to me that someone will happily ruin their lives for 3,000 viewers. The social media world is getting dystopian incredibly quickly. But then he had two very contradicting statements.
Yo, I need to get some money for what they did tonight, bro. That was crazy. I didn't expect them to really grab my head. They got mad because I'm talking. Tonight was a good night, bro.
Okay, so clearly it wasn't that bad if tonight was a good night. But it seems like in his head, as long as he's getting attention, it's a good night. But going back to the police who were there to check on him, it's a little unclear what they were actually doing, but it seems like Johnny might have been exaggerating injuries, as he previously stated that he wanted some money. Yet, it was a good night.
I don't want to talk about anything. I need to talk to my lawyer.
You don't want?
I'll talk to my lawyer.
You go to the hospital?
I'll talk to my lawyer.
You don't want to speak with me?
I do not want to speak with you guys. I'll talk to my lawyer.
According to the comment I received, those two officers showed back up, and then suddenly there was a news article out that said an American tourist harassed a police officer in the last Mocha protest of Tel Aviv. Jarkon-based police and border fighters arrested a U.S. resident tourist in his 20s yesterday after harassing a police officer with and abusive statements about her as part of a protest as a recent TAA. As part of the investigation, it became clear that in addition to the harassment of the suspect policeman, he violated the order during protests and confronted police officers, interrupting police officers in performance of their duties and even raising harassment against the police officer on social networks. At the end of the investigation, on suspicion of interrupting a police officer in the performance of his duties, insulting a public servant, commotion in a public place, and violating privacy, the suspect was transferred to a proceeding with the immigrant authority for a hearing prior to his deportation from the country for his attribution. Okay, so we have that article that came out claiming that he's about to get deported, but then a day later, Johnny goes live where he claims this happened.
So we're drinking at the coffee shop. Amir says we're drinking cappuccinos. 8 cops run up, secret police, grab me, throw me into a car. I get punched in the stomach, slapped in the face, slapped, choked, and they're like, you need to apologize to the Magab. You need to apologize to the girl you insulted. It was crazy. They choked me out and they put me on camera saying sorry now. And I said, never, never, never. You never gonna get some hostage video out of me. You're gonna have to shoot me with that M16. I crashed out.
I doubt it went down like that, but whatever, dude.
That happens. They threatened me.
Essa história aí, né? Tá tipo o Mike Baguncinha, tá ligado? Tá bem Mike Baguncinha essa conversa aí, mas beleza.
Like, yo, we're gonna take you to a private room and beat your ass. And I was like, bro, what the is going on? They take me to the police station. I get put in prison for a night with a bunch of Palestinians and Ethiopians and Russians. I end up taking over the jail. I start doing chants and dances with them. All the guards, they're Muslim, Palestinian, they're with me because I'm from America. I ran the whole jail. I'm taking hummus. And then I got out after one night, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, but he's claiming he's leaving Israel on Sunday.
But we're going to be leaving Israel Sunday. But yeah, I'm out. How am I deported if I'm walking around right here? I'm walking around in Israel right now. Life is good, dog.
Then finally, he had a message to say.
All I want to say is, look, BB, IDF, Mossad, I know you're watching. I love Israel, and thank you guys for hosting me in your country. It's been a great 1-month trip. I'm leaving in 5 days, 4 days, and I think we're gonna go to LA, do no jumper, then I'm going to South America. So yeah, that's the plan. LA, no jumper.
Depois América do Sul. Vai pingar no Brasil? Ai, 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 ai. Ai, 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 ai. Isso não vai dar bom, velho. Isso não vai dar bom, mano. Não vai dar bom.
Jumper, South America.
Moral mesmo.
So let's make it happen, guys.
Okay, good luck to him, I guess. He's definitely playing a dangerous game, but he also briefly apologized on Twitter, saying, I apologize for my distasteful comments under the influence of alcohol. I am happy to be a guest in your beautiful nation. Thank you for hosting me. Yeah, dude, blaming alcohol doesn't excuse your garbage behavior. Either way, the guy's gonna crash out. The only question is, when? He's still being extremely bold, even though a police officer already threatened him, or at least an official threatened him, 99 years in prison, allegedly, but he's still running around being that bold. Is this Darwinism? I guess only time will tell, but other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Ai, cara. Assim, o vídeo também foi um pouco sensacionalista, né? Ai, foi ameaçado de 99 anos de não sei o que. Isso foi quase irrelevante no vídeo inteiro, né? Mó clickbait da porra, né? Desgraça de clickbait fake da porra. Mas a parte interessante desse vídeo é ele falando que ele vai vir pro Rio de Janeiro. Assim, que ele vai vir pro Brasil, né, cara? Ai, mano, isso aí não vai dar bom não, mano. Na moral mesmo, cara. Isso aí não vai dar bom não, mano. Ele falou América do Sul. Cara, você acha que ele vai vir pra América do Sul e não vai vir pro maior país daqui? Ele vai esquipar só o Brasil. Ele vai esquivar só 80% da América do Sul. Ué, capaz, né? Bem capaz. Acho improvável, tá ligado? Mas beleza. Pode ser, né? Pode ser.
Tiago, esse ele mandou R$5. Manda ele aqui pro RJ, tá ok? Vamos cuidar bem dele, eu garanto.
Valeu pelo donate aí, cara. Então tá aí, já. O menino ataca novamente, tá nervoso e tá querendo vir pra América do Sul fazer a mesma coisa aqui, hein? Ai, rapaz. Tô imaginando ele fazendo essas brincadeiras com os PM daqui. Ai, 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 mané. Nossa senhora. Se ele pegar o PM errado nessa brincadeira, vai dar muito ruim, cara. Vai dar muito ruim, brother. Nossa senhora. Bem, boa sorte aí pro amigo. Ainda bem que eu não sou tu, né? Basicamente. Comenta aí e a gente se vê no próximo React. Valeu.